Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. It's difficult for Lakers fans to know what move will be made as the trade deadline approaches. Bringing in a star to improve the squad and have a chance to compete for another championship? This would be the ideal way to exchange players without losing first-round picks. Lakers want to sign Dejounte Murray because he has the profile to be the perfect fit for the team. The Los Angeles Lakers were very much in control in Tuesday night's home game against the Washington Wizards. After handedly beating the 6-win Wizards 111-88, LA moves to 23-18, which is good for the number 6 seed in the Western Conference. Despite being in Atlanta the night prior to cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes football team on their way to a 9th national championship, LeBron James had another triple-double to add to his illustrious career. His 21 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds were good for the 40-year-old's 121st triple-double. With his 9th triple-double of the season, and first since his birthday, James becomes the second player in NBA history to record a triple-double after turning 40. Anthony Davis led the way in scoring with 29 points and stuffed the stat sheet with 16 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 dominant blocks. Dorian Finney-Smith was a spark plug off the bench, contributing 16 points in 22 minutes of play. Los Angeles looked good against the team with the worst record in the NBA. Although there was a lot to be happy about, changes still need to be made. While it was a nice win, it is clear that the Lakers are in need of a roster upgrade. This trade idea would add another star to LA and potentially be the roster that gets the Lakers over the hump and into the conversation of a legitimate contender. Lakers receive Dejounte Murray. Pelicans receive Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Knecht, and 2029 first-round pick. Murray is playing for a selling 12-win Pelicans team, but with his talent at just 28 years old, he could not just be a key contributor for this playoff run but potentially longer-term with the Lakers. Murray is averaging 17.2 points, a team-high 7.7 assists and 6.6 rebounds in his first season as a Pelican. This would be a massive upgrade at the guard position for LA. Losing Hachimura is something Lakers fans would hate to see, but the 28-year-old is having a down year, averaging 12.2 points on 49.1% shooting. Perhaps the opportunity with a non-contending New Orleans team will be a good change of pace for the wing. Gabe Vincent has never really panned out to what Lakers fans asked of him due to injury and not matching the same stats from his 2022-23 Miami Heat playoff run. In his 48 games as a Laker over the past 2 seasons, he is averaging 4.3 points per game on 37% field goal shooting. Knecht, as well as the 2029 first-round pick, would be tough to part ways with since there is no telling what their respective potential will end up being. The rookie is averaging 9.1 points per game on 45% shooting this season. LeBron James plants first seeds for potential Lakers exit. Despite turning 40 mid-season, LeBron James is having another excellent season. Remarkably healthy for his age, LeBron is playing 34.9 minutes per game in 38 appearances, averaging 23.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 9 assists per game, leading the Lakers to a 23-18 record. However, he is reportedly growing frustrated with the team that is sitting in 6th place in the Western Conference. Even though LeBron and Anthony Davis are both playing at an all-star level, the Lakers don't look like a championship contender. The need for roster upgrades is obvious and Lakers fans have been hoping for significant moves ahead of the February 6 trade deadline. It turns out, however, that James and Davis are both growing concerned about the team's ability to make significant roster upgrades, per ESPN's Shams Charania. League sources told ESPN that James and Davis are growing concerned about the Lakers' ability to make significant roster upgrades with their 2 tradable first-rounders. James, a 4-time champion, and Davis, a one-time champ, have expressed that they want the franchise to make moves to contend for a championship, with the co-stars believing the Lakers are potentially a piece or two away, sources said. Shams Charania, ESPN. Charania reported that James and Davis have both demanded moves from the front office. The two stars, who reportedly believe that the Lakers are a piece or two away from contending for a championship, are now feeling less certain that the team will be able to pull that off. The trade market seems to be unusually tepid so far. There are only a few players available on the trade block that could make an impact on a playoff team. Besides Jimmy Butler and, to a lesser extent, Zach LaVine and Cam Johnson, there aren't any obvious trade candidates who would make a big difference for the Lakers. That is an excuse LeBron James and Davis have heard from the Lakers front office on numerous occasions. The Lakers largely stood pat at last year's trade deadline and the 2024 offseason, bringing back the same team that didn't look like a title contender. Pelinka and Lakers ownership want to keep their powder dry by not going all in. Doing so when you have the greatest basketball player of all time on your roster is certainly a risky proposition. If the Lakers don't make a move and they flame out in the first round of the playoffs once again, would LeBron consider trying his luck elsewhere? Is there a chance he would lose his patience with this organization and demand a trade in the offseason? Although it may seem unlikely, considering how incompetent the Lakers front office has been, it can't be completely ruled out. Lakers are interested in signing two players from the Portland Trail Blazers. Lakers reportedly targeted star Trail Blazers duo in massive swap to boost title odds. The 23-18 Los Angeles Lakers have begun to realize that their team may not be ready to compete for a title as currently constructed. As the number 6 seed in a loaded Western Conference, recent reports indicate that the franchise's general manager Rob Pelinka could be positioned to shake up the roster as the February 6 trade deadline inches closer. To hopefully improve the roster and take a step towards contention, Pelinka has reportedly reached out to the Portland Trail Blazers to inquire about a trade involving a former Defensive Player of the Year candidate center and star scoring forward. The Lakers recently checked in with the Trail Blazers on Jeremy Grant and Robert Williams, Forbes' Evan Sidery shared via Twitter/X on Wednesday afternoon. Los Angeles can make salaries work by including Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, and Jalen Hood-Schifino. Portland would need first-round draft capital in return to consider. In a gargantuan swap, Los Angeles could potentially acquire two solid options to address crucial issues plaguing the team this season in exchange for serviceable veterans, a prospect, and first-round draft capital. By landing the 27-year-old Williams, the Lakers would finally receive a rim-protecting big to pair in the frontcourt with five-time All-Defensive Team selection Anthony Davis. In 15 appearances for Portland this season, Williams has contributed 5.9 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks while shooting 69.8% from the field in just 16.9 minutes of action. As for Grant, the rangy 6'7" wing holds a reputation as a dependable offensive threat and solid three-point marksman with a career 36.5% shooting accuracy from distance. Grant's ability to create his own shot on offense could work wonders with regard to taking pressure off of the 40-year-old LeBron James. Grant is averaging 14.9 points and 1.1 blocks for Portland in 32 contests on poor efficiency, but that could be attributed to a lack of fulfillment that comes with playing for a rebuilding franchise boasting a 15-28 record. Grant and Williams would surely help to improve the roster in a hypothetical deal, but it still may not be enough to establish the Lakers as true contenders come season's end. Los Angeles Lakers reportedly have trade interest in former All-NBA defender. According to Evan Sidery of Forbes, the Los Angeles Lakers have an interest in Robert Williams. Robert Williams is currently playing for the Portland Trail Blazers, who are in rebuilding mode. He is averaging 5.9 points, 5.0 rebounds, 1.1 assists, and 1.6 blocks per contest while shooting 69.8% from the field and 33.3% from the three-point range in 15 games. The Lakers recently checked in with the Trailblazers on Jeremy Grant and Robert Williams. Los Angeles can make salaries work by including Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, and Jalen Hood-Schifino. Portland would need first-round draft capital in return to consider.